as you can see from the two pictures, 2020 is only getting crazier, and the riots in Sweden right now are directly, well, they say it's the result of a far-right group, but all this is up in the air because it's a fog of war, and it's a lot of, the world is going nuts right now, and it's been going nuts for the past few years, and we can pretend all we want that it's normal, but there is some kind of paradigm shift going on right now, and whether it's a good paradigm shift or a bad one, we're all going to go through it, and it's going to help some of us grow up, and it's going to make or break a lot of us. And it definitely seems like the country is becoming more unhinged by the day, and it's kind of why I'm not so crazy about starting a family anytime soon, because I see all that madness going around, and it's like, why would I even bother putting someone else through that stuff? And these are real questions that I ask. It's not like I'm trying to be fake with my channel or anything, or getting some version of the truth that is my life. I've been trying to understand what's going on in Sweden because I think it's an interesting country, and I'm just trying to keep my mind open to studying other cultures. And my sister took a trip across Europe one time, and I might do the same thing, but with Sweden, Finland, and Switzerland to keep things interesting. But Sweden needs to figure its shit out, because I know it can be a better country, and I don't know anything about it. It's not like I'm from Sweden or anything, but I still obviously respect people from there. It's unfortunate that the kind of paradigm shift that's going on right now is having strange ripple effects throughout the world, though. And it's like ever since Donald Trump wasn't re-elected president, that same paradigm shift has been happening over and over in other countries. And it could be the result of there's like this thing in my history class that I used to learn about, where the Democratic parties and the Republican parties change their belief systems around every few years, and they are actually the opposite of what they say they are, and it's very confusing, as it naturally is. And it's kind of hard to figure out where you stand in all of it because of the backwards meanings of all the definitions, like, oh, what does a socialist libertarian mean? Oh, what does a communist mean? Because when you get into conversations about all that stuff, you don't want to sound like an imbecile. You want to sound like you know what you're talking about to a certain extent. And me growing up in like a religious family and ending up agnostic, it's kind of like interesting to see all this turmoil happening with religion right now. And if I was an outsider looking in, I wouldn't want to go back to the world of religion either, because I think it just adds to the division we're all experiencing. And some people devote their entire lives to going to church every Sunday for whatever reason that is. But it's not like I would never be okay with, someone burning a Bible or something, or let alone burning the Quran, because when you piss off Islamic people, they are going to come at you hardcore, and it's the Middle East we're talking about, so, like, it's not, there's no playing around there. Like, the Middle East has been fucked with by the USA, and I'm sure they fucked with the USA back plenty of times, like in 9/11. But, again, this is just another example of what the media chooses to report on a daily basis too, and this is just another example of what I see on a daily basis. But for some reason last year, when the Black Lives Matter riots were going on every day of the year, the media wouldn't talk about it at all, and it wasn't like it was this huge deal or anything, but places just kept getting robbed and businesses were just set on fire, like, all because of Black Lives Matter, and it's like it wasn't even a big deal to anyone. I think that's still pretty weird, but I mean, I hope that's not a racist thought, but I doubt that it is. It's just me questioning things. I hope that's okay.